As you can see from my cover page, there is a critical question with regard to someone who was cell phone texting at the State of the Union address during Trump's speech. And as you will see from the Q postings, that person was one of the people in the Black Caucus, sitting between other people, among other people in the Black Caucus. When we've checked her out, both myself and people on 8chan and elsewhere, it is clear that that person is Joyce Beatty, Congresswoman from Ohio, who was texting, and the MSM, the mainstream media, is trying to put out that this is some kind of a Candy Crush phone message and that these guys are playing little games. There are 3 of them pictured, and it is obvious that this thing has been photoshopped. The center one has been photoshopped. Why is that? Well, it's been photoshopped because what was on it originally was critical information. And what Q has asked us to do is, and I'm just going to read this part of it, I'll post the rest of it, and you can take a look at it, but the critical section of this for all of the Anons, and I'm not that person, but there are a bunch of people on 8chan looking, and there are people elsewhere. As best I can check right now, nobody has found it, but what Q says is that when this item is revealed, it will go viral, and it is find the roll, 1 of 4, find the 4th, find the film, not the capture, enhance, spread, it will go viral, source, archive, offline, raw only. And that is that you want to catch a video line of this 4th film that will show exactly what was transferred on that cell phone. Now, beyond that, there is the first posting is Valerie Jarrett phone call with Adam Schiff, and it is 42 minutes 13 seconds. So Q is making us know that the source that Q has knows exactly what went on, and that this thing was routed and rerouted and was worked around so that it could be hidden. And then at the bottom of this, and I'm not sure how many people picked this up, the comment is Article 3, Section 3. Well, you know what that is? That's the section on treason. And so what Q is saying is that this phone conversation discusses treasonous information. So my reason for posting this is a call out to everybody to look for the raw film coverage of the State of the Union address, and for someone who may have scoped in on these cell phones to see what they were doing and have gotten copies of the exchange of the pre-photoshopped images that are on that cell phone, and that it is the center phone, it is the Joyce Beatty phone that is of interest. Q also asks to keep public interest high, to work with the uranium and FBI informant stuff, with the Awan brothers, with Debbie Wasserman Schultz, with the Pakistani intelligence. MB, I can't get that. The tarmac meeting with which touches upon the Supreme Court Loretta Lynch deal, which allegedly has to do with, and that's what's in this posting, a claim that the Bill Clinton Loretta Lynch meeting in Phoenix was not just about him golfing, etc., or even about the Hillary Clinton emails, or at least not entirely, but that if Loretta can deflect this stuff in time to protect Hillary for the election, that there would be assured for her a Supreme Court nomination that would replace Antonin Scalia. And of course, the common Q postings are that Scalia did not just mysteriously die of a heart attack in Southwest Texas, but with the pillow over his head and the rest of that he was actually snuffed out. So, and finally, there's a comment about building the timeline that has to do with Scalia's murder, with Clinton's investigation pivot points regarding the whole WikiLeaks thing and the recovery with Comey's dismissal letter, with McCabe, with Peter Strzok, with the WikiLeaks communications. And I am attaching here, which is really helpful, Dustin Nemos has a posting that he has all of the timeline that he borrowed from somebody that was that did something on Twitter. So I will attach the Dustin Nemos connection to the compiled timeline so you can take a look at it. Dustin's really helpful and has good information as well. And finally, there's a posting as to Carl Goddess, who is one of the two people that is apparently has an inside on the Comey firing, and that the Senate and Congressman Grassley has been trying to interview Carl Goddess, and he and another guy are the two people that apparently are critical to that. So the call out then, my call out, is for someone to find that roll of video and to get the original comments out of it. I think there will also soon be a release of some copy, or perhaps some copy, of the Adam Schiff conversations with Valerie Jarrett, who was an insider and one of the chief advisors for Obama, to see whether or not there is treasonous material afoot. And if that's the case, then obviously this is not some little dalliance with the FBI overstepping its boundary and taking a look at Trump Jr. or somebody else. So take a look at it, and for you Anons, or for any of you who know Anons who are capable of doing primary research and getting back into videos that may have been released but have been scrubbed from most of the internet, if you can get in behind that and find this, that will be incredibly valuable material. And advise them, store it offline, save it offline, because every effort is going to be made to scrub that throughout the entire internet communication system. So thank you so much, and I hope you appreciate this. This is the idea of this is to get people activated because it's time. Thanks so much.